Hey Internet, we are back with our Divine Shield deck, just trying to get that quest. I got 5 left that I want to get through. So I got one of these. The rest of these cards I do not want to keep in my opening hand because I need a strong opener in order to be able to really survive this. And also, I do want to get these Divine Shield minions out because that's the whole point of this deck. I'm just trying to complete that quest, maybe bash a few noobs while we're at it. So the question is, do I play this or do I coin out my Volatile Elemental? If I coin out the Volatile Elemental, I probably do not have any strong plays later on to make, and I have no reason to point anything out because even if he starts discarding cards, I'm perfectly fine because I can just use Divine Favor and catch up with him. And now my Volatile Elemental kills a whole lot of things. I can also use my Rallying Blade here, but I think I would prefer to get this out, and I'll just leave the taunt up for him to deal with however he sees fit. It's 2 damage I didn't take, wasting his time. Whenever this minion takes damage, discard a card. But he draws a card, so it's not too bad for him. Okay, I could use Rallying Blade here to kill this, and then use that on that. I think that's probably the best play, right? Because I don't want my 3 damage to kill the 1-1. It's bad for me. Okay. Which means he did not get any card draw off that. And I still have my coin. I can still play my Arrogant Crusader. I still have my 3 damage to deal some damage to him. I probably want to kill the 3-3 before he can get any more draw mechanics going. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then I can heal the turn after if I need to. Oh, that's a bad card for him to lose. That's really good for me. It's probably his best card. And I can start healing up now, so he thinks he has the advantage. He doesn't. Question is, do I play the Divine Shield and Hero Power? If I do that, I'll kill the 1-3 so that he can't draw. I'm down to 10 health. I can heal out the turn afterwards, and I can also play Tyrion the turn after that. Plus, this helps out with my quest, so let's just go and do that. And now I can trade for free if he goes face, which is fine by me. Honestly, the best play for him would probably be to take out the 5-1. Unless he thinks he has some sort of way of killing me. Oh, this just heals back up, so that's fine. Equality would allow me to just take his stuff out. But then what do I do beyond that? I can't use... I think I can survive whatever nonsense he plays. And Blessing of Kings is probably the best card here, but Holy Wrath heals me for the most. So I will take that, and then I will go face here. Because there's no reason to attack him just yet. Okay. Interesting. If he has Siphon Soul, I'm just dead. I'm just straight up dead. What card could I draw? I have a 7 mana card that could potentially kill that. I could Equality and make sure that I kill it. And he seems like he needs minions in order to kill me. Which means Equality and kill it might be a good option. Just because I don't think he has a way of killing me without minions. Then Tyrion will die to the Siphon Soul, but such is life. I need to lay on hands now, basically, after the Tyrion. Okay. It's not bad. It's also not bad. So I have to make sure to do this right in order to make sure that I do not die. This still seems like the best option. I survived to a Siphon Soul. Unless he has Dark Bomb. Was that still in the game as far as standard? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who can keep track of such things? Dang. Oh, he's giving me the option to just kill that. Okay. So if I play this now, I want to save these for next turn so that I can get 2 Divine Shields up with Taunt. Seems like a much better play for me. I don't need the card discovery as much as I need the Taunt. Plus, this also puts lethal on the board. It's 1 extra damage I would not have had. Okay. It's still lethal, is it not? Because I have 7 damage on the board plus the 5 damage Ashbringer. That's the GG. Let's get these 2 out here because I want my Divine Shield. And that should complete my quest as well, I think. Which means that is overall a good game for me. Does it complete my quest or not? Oh, I need 2 more. Okay, more Divine Shield deck. Let's go. Let's go. Basically, him not having Siphon Soul won me that game. Let's hope I can be as fortunate yet again.
Versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
I will fight with honor.
None of these cards are good for me to have in my opening hand, so I'm going to toss all of them. What I want is anything different. Those are my... I think those are... I don't have anything over 8 mana in this deck, so I do not want any of those cards. Some of the worst cards I could have in my opening hand. And obviously I'm not going to play this next turn if he doesn't play anything needing that would warrant me playing that next turn. Because if I want a 1/1 body on the board, I can just get a 1/1 body on the board. And I want to save the Elemental for the Servant of Calamos turn. It's a very weird deck. It's a Divine Shield Elemental deck. It's not terrible. Certainly not terrible. I haven't gotten crushed with it. But all these games are super close and they don't have to be. This deck could be a lot better. If I play Servant, I guarantee that I kill his even if he uses his weapon on me. But I want to save Servant for turn 4 if I really can. If I do this again, I'm down to 28, he's down to 28. On turn 3, what would he play that could kill this? He could use Backstab and do 2 damage to me. And then play that 3/3, but I don't know if he wants to do that. He seems to be some sort of Miracle Rogue. He's probably going to have the Legendary Hero. And I can just charge and kill this, which is probably the best option. Yep. I do not want to let that Pussing Adventurer get powerful at all. Or I can use Rallying Blade, which does not seem to be very good in terms of actually helping my minions. If I don't play that, the alternative is to play this, and he can kill it on his turn if he wants. I still have a 2/2 ghoul on the board. He can probably kill that as well if he really wants to, in which case I might have some trouble killing that. The easiest way to get rid of it is to just play this right now. I don't get any buffs off of it, but that's perfectly fine. Because if I can kill the Questing Adventurer while it's a 2/2, that's ideal for me. That's actually the best case scenario you can get outside of debuffing it. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and take that. Alright. And that is fine. That is absolutely fine. So... if I do this, I heal back up to 28. He damages with his weapon. I'm all the way back to full. I cannot trigger the Servant, but I don't necessarily want to trigger the Servant next turn because that's mana inefficient, which means I can play this and this the turn afterwards and be mana efficient, and I get some strength on the board. I heal back up, and I still have to keep my weapon, which I think is the best case scenario because I heal for 5, kill his guy, and I set up future plays to start winning this game. I really wonder what he has. 9 cards in hand. Wow. Interesting. What could this guy be playing? Yep. Yep, it's Miracle Rogue. I can't take care of that. So I'm healed to full. He's at 25. 7 cards left. He does get that. Do I have a way of killing it? I can't equality, which might be what I have to do here. Yeah, I gotta get rid of his infinite card draw. It seems like it's a bad play, but this gets rid of so many cards. It gets rid of his miracle, which is very good for me.
I'm drop dead gorgeous.
And I still haven't played enough Divine Shield minions in order to get my quest completed. Obviously, if you're trying to make this deck better, you should probably just play an Elemental deck, get rid of the Divine Shield mechanic, because this deck is trying to do 2 things at once and just doesn't work. It doesn't really work at all.
Give me a quest.
Interesting. He was trying to combo that with the Gadgetzin, obviously. I may have to trade it out with him. I really don't want to, but again, I can't just let that get out of control. Okay. Spike Ridge Steed. You can just send it back to my hand again. But I want to start getting the elemental combos going on right now. And pretty soon I'm going to start drawing big cards that are much better than his little questing adventure anyway. Plus I got the Spike Ridge Seed to buff up my cards, whichever ones survive on the board. He's already used his miracle. He already lost his Gadgetzin, which means that he top decked another one. That's what it means. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? You know? If he didn't top deck that card, this game is already over. Because he can't do all this nonsense and still draw cards. He'd be out of cards. Okay. What else does he have to kill that with? Alright, his guy. That's somewhat annoying. Let's see what elemental I get off this. So I can freeze him this turn. Ragnaros is the greedy play. Do I have the luxury to be greedy though? If I do that, I'll probably take the 8 damage. If not, I can probably freeze his card and set up the possibility to kill his guy, which I kind of like. Okay. This at least gives me a chance. And all the cards he's drawing, I can just draw cards as well with Divine Favor, so that's not overly bad for me. Plus, I want to help increase the chance that something on the board survives so that I can Spike Ridge Steed the sucker. And then I can start running away with this game.
Think.
He's already used the sap, so his sap acts as silence against Spike Ridge Steed unless he's already used the sap. I doubt he'd be running Vanish. Vanish would not really make sense if he's running things like questing. You know?
I wonder.
Come on, Mr. Savage. Show me your moves. Show me what you got. Uh-oh. Spell damage is bad. That's not what I want to see at all. Uh-oh. Spell damage is like the last thing I wanted to see. Okay. And he killed that one off. Okay. I probably need to Spike Ridge Steer in order to prevent his infinite card draw. And he's got 8 cards in hand, which means that if I don't develop the board right now, he's out of Gadgetzins. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, which means I draw 3 cards off Divine Favor. Or if I play 2 of these, I can potentially draw more next turn. But what would I gain off of playing 2 of these? What could I gain if I divine favor? What card would I draw that would overly help me here? This gets a 2/6 once it dies. Oh no, I think I need some cards.
Job's done. I must move quickly.
Okay. So those flame elementals actually hurt me because I didn't draw nearly as many cards as I could have. And this questing turns out to be quite the issue. Him top decking that Gadgetzan right when he needed is the only reason he's still in this game. Otherwise, my deck can beat his super easily. And unfortunately, I didn't get a consecrate or anything to. Actually, wouldn't even help that much. He's out of the Miracle. His Miracle's gone, but he still has 9 cards in hand, which means I'm still very likely to lose this game. Because his 9 cards are a lot better than my 9 cards. Especially if he has Vanish. My plan is to just dump my hand, but if he has Vanish, it doesn't help me that much.
I can taste the mana.
So I need these Divine Shield taunts up. Did I play an Elemental last turn? I don't think I did. I do not think I did. Okay. It's not the heals I was trying to see there. Like, at all. Okay. It's one of my only chances to actually win this game because I can get the double Divine Shield taunts next turn. I don't have another equality to deal with this nonsense. Which means I am in some trouble right now because he's buffing his minions up super hard. Dang, dude. I wonder if he knows he has lethal. Should we tell him? Shh, nobody say anything. Don't tell him.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Of course he has Divine Favor as well. Good God, man.
Quickly.
His deck is so very bad, but my deck is not very good either. In any case, I think I got the quest at this point. And if you're gonna BM, at least be quick about it, you know? BM should not be hard to figure out. Oh my god, I still don't have enough? Okay, I guess I gotta play one more game. Wow. Let's take this one seriously. That's upsetting losing. I'm 1-2 with this deck right now. This game, I'm actually gonna go all out on my opponent because that is unacceptable.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
So I will go ahead and keep all my Divine Shield minions. I'll keep the Arrogant Crusader. This gives me a 1, 3, 4, 5 play. I can play my Hero Power on turn 2. But my turn 1 play is not nearly powerful enough, is what I've learned. What I would need in this deck is a lot more buffs like Defender of Argus, just any sort of buff minions in general, Bone Mare, things of that nature. I wonder what he's thinking about. He's probably never seen his cards before. He probably just net decked his deck, and so now he's reading all his cards like, what do these do? I don't understand what this deck is. Okay, let's go. Taking it seriously this time. I think he was thinking about whether or not to keep that in his opening hand or not. I don't know that I can beat that. We shall see how this goes. Maybe I'll actually get to buff my Divine Shield minions with my sword this time. What do you think is going to happen? Maybe I'll stop drawing my turn 8 cards so early in the game. Is that going to happen? What do you think? I think I will save the Igneous for next turn, and then I can coin out Servant that turn afterwards. Which gives me a lot more options in this game. Okay. That's perfectly fine. And if he kills that, I'm, again, fine with it, because I can just get the Servant turn after, which is really what I'm after here. I gotta outvalue this guy, so that he doesn't have time to really get his quest going. Mirror Entity is not an issue. Duplicating the cards is not an issue. Frostbolt is not an issue. He's going to clear my board, which is not an issue. That puts us in a fine scenario here. And I can use Desperate Shield on my Tyrion. And I got Ragnaros Lightguard now, which is a nice card to have in this deck if you can get it off one of these elementals. And that's damage to the face he's not doing, which is perfectly fine. This will be a bit harder for him to kill because I respawn, so if he uses Blizzard I still end up with a 2-2 on the board. Huh. He's making it so that if he's trying to make me trade, but he doesn't realize I don't have to trade. I can also use my Desperate Stand on this guy, maybe get a Polymorph out of him, which actually sounds very good to me. Or I can just play this and go face and force him to kill it on his turn. I don't really have to kill this guy this turn, because if he uses 2 mana to get rid of my Divine Shield, he's only on 5 mana. He can't do that much with that. And that's not a Polymorph. I'm trying to get a Polymorph out of this guy. It's 2 Fireballs. Is he going to trade off? Nice, I got that 2-2. And I got the 5 damage to the face, which I would not have had. It's very good for me. Come on, dude, Polymorph something so that I can play my big minions and not have to worry. In any case, this survives Flame Strike and Blizzard. Unless he starts freezing me. I don't think I can win if he starts freezing me. Which is actually what Blizzard would do, I suppose, but... I'm so very scared that that's a mirror entity. Otherwise, I would just play the Tyrion this turn, but... Since it could be mirror entity, I have to try this first, and then test for Vaporize, and I guess we can just go face here. So with the way he's playing, I'll start getting my Divine Shield minions out. And I could use this on one of the bigger minions. I really want to get his Polymorph out of there. Okay, it's a counterspell. At least I figure out what it is. Alright, so it doesn't matter that I didn't play my other bigger cards because I would not have been able to attack anyway. now I'm gonna get the Light Ward out there to start healing things. Because if you're gonna freeze me, you still can't freeze the heals, you know? It doesn't freeze the effects. And that survives Flame Strike now. Was this off Cabal's Tomb? Nope. It's one of his cards. I still had 3 damage charge in hand. Survived the Flame Strike. And he had to use one of his Cabal's Tomb cards. I can just kill him this turn, can I? Look at this. Looking at this. Ha! Ha! The 3 damage charge came through for me, man. This card is broken. You heard it here first. Thanks for watching. That's this video. Subscribe because I got more videos coming your way, baby. And this will get me my got me the quest that I was trying to get. Play 10 Divine Shield minions. So thanks for watching.